मानस देहो गेह ज्योति सुमो मानस देहो गेह ज्योति सुमो अर्पिलु तुया पदे नंद किशोर अर्पिलु तुया पदे नंद किशोर मानस देहो
आदाय कृष्ण प्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिस्वरूप दामोदर स्वामी निति नामिनी नमस्ते भक्तमनय मणिपुरोद्भवाय च श्रील प्रभुपाद लसत्वाणी प्रचारनिरताय ते ओम ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीला श्रीपद महाराज की संसार दावा नललित लोका त्रदाय कारुण्या गण गणात्वं तस्य कल्याणा गुणरनवस्य वंदे गुरु श्री चरणारविंदम। वंदे गुरु श्री चरणारविंदम वंदे गुरु श्री चरणारविंदम। महाप्रभो कीर्तन नित्य गीता वदित्रमाद्यान मनसोरसेना महाप्रभो कीर्तन नित्य गीता वदित्रमाद्यान मनसोरसेना रोमांचकं पाशुतरंग भाजो वंदे गुरु श्री चरणारविंदम। श्री विग्रहाराधन नित्य नाना श्रृंगारतान मंदिर मजनादो श्री विग्रहाराधन नित्य नाना श्रृंगारतान मंदिर मजनादो युक्तस्य भक्तं च नियुञ्जटोऽपि वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणारविन्दम् चतुर्विधा श्री भगवत्प्रसाद स्वदाना तृप्तान् हरिभक्तसङ्गान् कृत्वैव तृप्तिं भजत सदैव वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणारविन्दम् श्रीराधिका माधव्योरपार माधुर्य लीला गुणरूप नाम्ना श्रीराधिका माधव्योरपार माधुर्य लीला गुणरूप नाम्ना प्रतीक्षणाश्वादनलोलुपस्य वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणारविन्दम् निकुंजयो नो रत केली सीध्यै यायाली बीर युक्तिरपेक्षणीय निकुंजयो नो रत केली यायाली बीर युक्तिरपेक्षणीय तत्र दिदक्ष अतिवल्लभस्य वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणारविन्दम् साक्षादरित्वेन समस्तशास्त्रे युक्तस्तथा भाव्यतेव सद्भिः साक्षादरित्वेन समस्तशास्त्रे युक्तस्तथा भाव्यतेव सद्भिः किन्तु प्रभोर्य प्रिय एव तस्य वन्दे गुरुं श्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणारविन्दम् वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणारविन्दम् यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत् प्रसाद यस्य प्रसादात् न गति कोटोपि
यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत् प्रसाद यस्य प्रसादात् न गति कोटोपि
यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत् प्रसाद यस्य प्रसादात् न गति कोटोपि
यस्य प्रसादात् भगवत् प्रसाद यस्य प्रसादात् न गति कोटोपि
ध्यायन् सुवं तस्य यस्य श्रीसन्ध्यां वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणारविन्द ध्यायन् स्तुवं तस्य यस्य श्रीसन्ध्यां वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणारविन्द वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणारविन्दं वन्दे गुरु श्रीचरणारविन्दं जय श्रीपद जय श्रीपद श्रीपद जय श्रीपद प्रभुपाद 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 नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रस्थाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिस्वरूप दामोदर स्वामी निति नामिनी नाम सद्भक्तमनाय मणिपुरोद्भवाय च प्रभुपादलसत्वानि प्रचारिणी रताय ते
भक्तमनाय मणिपुरा उद्भवाय च श्रील प्रभुपाद
जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Sripada, Jaya Sripada, Sripada, Jaya Sripada. Sripad, 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 Jaya Jaya Sripad. Jaya Jaya Gurudev Sripad, Gurudev Jaya Jaya Sripad.
जयम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद श्रील भक्ति स्वरूप दामोदर स्वामी महाराज श्रील श्रीपाद गुरु महाराज की श्रील श्रीपाद गुरु महाराज आविर्भाव महामहोत्सव की श्रील श्रीपाद गुरु महाराज आविर्भाव महामहोत्सव की हिज डिवाइन गेस्ट श्रील श्रीपाद गुरु महाराज आविर्भाव महामहोत्सव की जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद अभय चरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। जय ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर शत श्रीमद श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर महाराज प्रभुपाद की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव गुरुवृंद की जय। तामाचार्य श्रील हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री निताय गौर भक्तविंद की जय। श्री श्री राधा कृष्णचंद्र श्री श्री राधा गोपाल श्री राधा माधव श्री राधा रमन श्री श्री राधा गोविंद गोप गोपीनाथ राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय। ब्रजभूमि श्री श्री मथुरा वृंदावन श्री बरसाना धाम की जय। मायापुर श्री नवद्वीप धाम की जय। पुरुषोत्तम क्षेत्र श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय। श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा देवी की जय। श्री श्री गंगा माई यमुना माई की जय। भक्ति देवी तुलसी महारानी की जय। ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय। युग धर्म हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। श्री श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड महामहोत्सव की जय। समावेत निताय गौर भक्तविंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल हरि हरि बोल। श्रील श्रीपाद गुरु महाराज आविर्भाव महा 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 महोत्सव की गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल।
So now let us go to Gopalji Mandir and the Mangalarti will be sung by His Grace Ramchandra Prabhu. Ramchandra Prabhu ki.
Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktisvarupa Damodara Swami Niti Namine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktisvarupa Damodara Vaibhavaya Cha Prabhupada Rasavali Prachara Niratayate Manipura Udbhavaya Cha Prabhupada Rasavali Prachara Niratayate Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desyatarine Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desyatarine Vivavari Shesha Aloka Pravisha Nirgatari Utra Jiva Vivavari Shesha Aloka Pravisha Nirgatari Utra Jiva Hari Hari Mukunda Murari Rama Krishna Hayagriva Hari Hari Mukunda Murari Rama Krishna Hayagriva Risingha Vamana Srimadu Sudana Risingha Vamana Srimadu Sudana Vrajendra Nandana Shama Utana Ghatana Kedava Shatana Jaya Dasarathi Rama Yashoda Lala Govinda Gopala Vrindavana Purandara Gopi Priyajana Radhika Ramana Bhuvana Sundara Vara Gopi Priyajana Radhika Ramana Bhuvana Sundara Ravana Tatara Mathana Taskara Koti Jana Vasari Gopa Brinda Pala Sitahari Vanshidari Yogindra Vandana Shri Nandanandana Prajajana Bhayahare Vandana Shri Nandanandana Prajajana Bhayahare Navina यशोदानंदन कंकनिसूदन निकुंजरास विलासी कदम्बकानन रसपरायण वृंदाविपिन निवासी आनंदवर्ण प्रेम निकेतन फूल शरय जग कामा गोपांगनादन चित विनोदन समस्त गुणगण यमुना जीवन के शीतलायन मनस चंद्र चोरा नाम सुधारस कृष्णायस भगवतन मरमोरा जय कृष्ण बलराम जय कृष्ण जय राधा रमण राधा रमण राधे
बोल रहे हैं कि आपका पिन हो गया है, हमारा दिखता नहीं है। वीडियो पिन हो गया नहीं चल रहा, मेरा चालू किया लेकिन आपका वीडियो पिन है। आप ऑनलाइन है ऑफ कर रखा है, आपका पिन है, वीडियो ऑफ कर रखा है, ये पिन है।
कृष्णा प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवहरि गौरा
ये पिन है, आपका वीडियो सबको ये पॉज कर रखा है, लीव करना पड़ेगा मेरे को इधर, देखो रिमूव कर दो।
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hari Hari Bipale Janam Gongayana Manusha Janama Paya Radha Krishna Bhujiya Janiya Shuniya Vishakayana Hari Hari Bipale Janam Gongayana গোলকের প্রেম ধন হরে নাম সংকীর্তন রতি না জন্মিল কেনে সংসার বিষানলে দিবানিশিয়া জলে জোড়াইতে না গাইনু পাই হরি হরি বিফলে জনম গঙ্গায়না Rajendra Nandana Jai Chachi Chuta Hoilo Shai Balarama Hoilo Nitai Dinahina Jodo Shilo হরিনামে উদ্ধারিল তার সাক্ষী জগাই মাধাই হরি হরি বিফলে জনম গঙ্গায়না aha Prabhu Nanda Shuta Vrishabhanu Juta Yuta Karuna Karo Hoiba Narottama Dasha Koi Nathele Ho Ranga Pai Toma Bina Ke Ase Amar Hori Hori Vipale Janam Gongainu Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
प्राप्ति हाय जाते कृष्ण प्राप्ति हाय जाते गुरुमुखा पद्मा वाक्य चित्तकारी क्या गुरुमुख पद्मा वाक्य चित्तकारी क्या गुरुमुख आरना करी हो माने आशा आरना करी हो माने आशा आरना करे हो माने आशा श्री गुरु चरणे रति ऐसे उत्तम गति श्री गुरु चरणे रति श्री गुरु चरणे रति ऐसे उत्तम गति श्री गुरु ये प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा ये प्रसाद जे प्रसाद पूरे सर्व आशा जे प्रसाद पूरे सर्व चक्षुदान दिलो जे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से हो चक्षुदान दिलो जे जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाश हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे निताई गौर हरि बोल 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 निताई गौरांग प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। श्रीला श्रीपाद गुरु महाराज गुरु पूजा की, श्रीला श्रीपाद गुरु महाराज आविर्भाव महामहोत्सव की। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Saraswatim Vyasam, Tato Jayamudiraye, Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu, नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्ठिकी। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिस्वरूप दामोदर स्वामी निति नामिने। नमः सद्भक्तमणये मणिपुरोद्भवाय च श्रीलप्रभुपादलसद्वाणी प्रचारनिरताय ते। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नामने गौरत्विषे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। नाम संकीर्तनं यस्य सर्व पाप प्रणाशनं प्रणामो दुःख शमनस् तं नमामि हरिं परं। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः, वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः, वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
सब लोग शांति रखिए प्लीज, क्लास चल रहा है, प्लीज सब लोग शांति रखिए।
In Pancharatra Agam, Lord Krishna says, Mama prakara pancheti prahus vedanta paragaha paro vyuhascha vibhavo niyanta sarvadehinam archavatarascha tatha kripalu अथवा दयालु पुरुषाकृति इत्येव पंचधा प्राहुर माम रहस्य विदो जना। Lord Krishna says, those who know the secret, those who know the essence of the Vedas, they describe my 5 kinds of manifestation in this world. So the original manifestation is Paro. Paro means the original form of Godhead. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. But Krishna is not limited to his original form, because Krishna is everything. And being everything, he is filled with unlimited variegatedness in every aspect. So his first expansions, Vyuhascha Vibhavo. Vyuha means Chaturvyuha, which we generally know. Vasudev, Sankarshan, Pradyumna and Aniruddha. And further expansions of all the Vishnu Murtis, avatars. Paro Vyuhascha Vibhavo. This is Krishna's Vaibhav, Krishna's unlimited opulences, that he himself expands into unlimited Murtis, expansions, which are called Swansha. Paro Vyuhascha Vibhavo Niyanta Sarvadehinam. Then Krishna's one very unique manifestations or expansion in this world is his Niyanta Sarvadehinam. He is the controller of every being, sitting in the heart. Heart means the core. If somebody is a controller, he has to be in the core, correct? Niyanta Sarvadehinam. Then he says, Archavatarascha Tatha. The fourth manifestation of Krishna is in the Sri Vigraha, Sri Murti. So we see whenever the Lord appears in any temple or any place, in the Archa Vigraha, and as if the Lord, celebration is just like the Lord is appearing, correct? In all the temples, wonderful celebrations. Avcharatarascha tatha, then Dayalu Purushakriti. Then one manifestation of Krishna is in the form of it is described as the Kripalu Purushakriti. The condensity of his kripa, because kripa is a flow. Kripa flows, na? But when the flowing kripa becomes condensed in a form, Dayalu, Kripalu Purushakriti, when Krishna's mercy, Krishna's kripa becomes a murti, then that is called Sri Guru. So Kripalu Purushakriti, the manifestation of Sri Guru is also one unique very unique, most unique manifestation of Krishna. We'll try to understand how it is the most unique. So on this today's occasion, Srila Sripad Guru Maharaj's manifestation in the Archa Vigraha. So Archa Vigraha and Archa Vigraha of one who is celebrated, who is glorified all over the universe, who is glorified by Krishna himself. Acharya mam vijaniyat nava manyeta karhichit na malte buddhya asuyeta sarva devamayo guru. Sarva devamayi is only Krishna. Because Krishna is the source, he is the very fountain of everything. So when Krishna is the supreme authority is establishing that Sri Guru is also Sarva Devamaya. So in that point of view also, for those, the disciples or the followers of the spiritual master, Krishna is, Sri Guru is honored and worshipped and loved as no less than Sri Guru. Rather, in the words of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he says that to consider Sri Guru as equal with Krishna is diminishing his position. Wow, that's a very profound statement. Why? Because Krishna establishes in Bhagavatam, Mad Bhakta Pujyabhyadhika. I consider the worship or the honor or love of my devotee, Sri Guru, greater than my direct worship. Now this is very amazing. How we will assimilate and understand this understanding of Sri Guru in our lives, because unless this understanding is perfected, unless this understanding is realized, unless this understanding transpires the innermost chambers of our heart, we will remain bereft from attaining the ultimate perfection of our human potential. So from that point of view, we will try to understand on this special occasion. This occasion is very humongous, very amazing. So I will take a little detour how this particular day is so significant. This is called Odhan Shashti. Odhan Shashti celebration in Jagannath Puri, when Lord Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra, they are given new clothes, winter clothes or whatever. Odhan means to envelop or to put some overhead, correct? But this Odhan Shashti is also the festival when Lord Krishna and Balram were given the names. When Garga Muni, Krishna appeared, on Janmashtami, correct? But it was celebrated, it was known on the Nandotsav day. So when Garga Muni came to Gokul, it was 100 days. So if you count from Nandotsav, this year Nandotsav was when? 31st of August. 30th was Janmashtami, everybody just waiting for Krishna, but Krishna appeared on 31st. So from 31st you count September 30 days, October 31, November 30. How many? Anybody good in method? 91. Plus
Amrintram Grambiram Mahavishtum Jalantam Sarvatomukham Nishingam Mishanam Badram Mitum Namamiham Swaha Idam Nishingaya Idam Namamat Om Rintram Grambiram Mahavishtum Jalantam Sarvatomukham Nishingam Mishanam Badram Mitum Namamiham Swaha Idam Nishinhaya idam namama Om Indram Grambiram Mahavishnu Jalantam Sarvatomukham Nishinhayam Nishanam Bhadram Mitum Namamyam Swadam Nishinhaya idam namama Om Indram Grambiram Mahavishnu Jalantam Sarvatomukham Nishinham Mishanam Badram Mitum Namamiham Swayam Krishnaya idam namama Om Indram Grambiram Mahavishnu Jalantam Sarvatomukham Nishinham Mishanam Badram Mitum Namamiham स्वाहायदं नृसिंहाय इदं नमः ॐ ह्रीं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं निशनाम्बरं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहायदं नृसिंहाय इदं नमः ॐ ह्रीं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं निशनाम्बरं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहायदं नृसिंहाय इदं नमः ॐ ह्रीं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं निशनाम्बरं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहायदं नृसिंहाय इदं नमः ॐ ह्रीं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं निशनाम्बरं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहायदं नृसिंहाय इदं नमः ॐ ह्रीं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं निशनाम्बरं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहायदं नृसिंहाय इदं नमः ॐ ह्रीं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं निशनाम्बरं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहायदं नृसिंहाय इदं नमः ॐ ह्रीं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं निशनाम्बरं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहायदं नृसिंहाय इदं नमः ॐ ह्रीं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं निशनाम्बरं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहायदं नृसिंहाय इदं नमः ॐ ह्रीं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं निशनाम्बरं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहायदं नृसिंहाय इदं नमः ॐ ह्रीं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं निशनाम्बरं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहायदं नृसिंहाय इदं नमः ॐ ह्रीं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं निशनाम्बरं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहायदं नृसिंहाय इदं नमः ॐ ह्रीं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं निशनाम्बरं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहायदं नृसिंहाय इदं नमः ॐ ह्रीं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं निशनाम्बरं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहायदं नृसिंहाय इदं नमः ॐ ह्रीं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं निशनाम्बरं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहायदं नृसिंहाय इदं नमः ॐ ह्रीं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं निशनाम्बरं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहायदं नृसिंहाय इदं नमः ॐ ह्रीं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं निशनाम्बरं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहायदं नृसिंहाय इदं नमः ॐ ह्रीं उग्रं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं निशनाम्बरं मृत्युर्मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहायदं नृसिंहाय इदं नमः ॐ ॐ ह्रीं ह्रौं ऊरं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं निःसिंहं विष्णुं भद्रं मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहायं नृसिंहाय नमः ॐ ह्रूं ह्रौं ऊरं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं निःसिंहं विष्णुं भद्रं मृत्युं नमाम्यहं स्वाहायं नृसिंहाय नमः ॐ ह्रीं ह्रौं ऊरं वीरं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं विष्णवेदं नमः ॐ पाहि नो एकाय पाहि उत्तादित्याय पाहि ऊर्जां तृतीयाय पाहि गिरिभिः शताश्रीभिः विष्णु स्वाहा इदं विष्णवेदं नमः ॐ पुनर्ऊर्जा निर्वर्तस्व पुनर्विष्णु ईशायश्च पुनर्नापाहि स्वाहा स्वाहा इदं विष्णवेदं नमः ॐ सहराज्ञा निवर्तस्व विष्णुभिनस्व धरया विश्वज्ञा विश्वतः परि स्वाहा इदं विष्णवेदं नमः ॐ अनाज्ञातं यत् अज्ञातं यज्ञस्य क्रियते मिथु विष्णु तदस्य कल्पय त्वं हि वेथा यथा तथं स्वाहा इदं विष्णवेदं नमः ॐ प्रजापति विष्णुना त्वत् एतानि अन्यो विश्वजातानि परिता बभूव यत्कामस्ते जुहुमस्तन्नोऽस्तु वयं श्याम पदयोरयिणां स्वाहा विष्णवेदं नमः महाभृत्य ॐ भुव स्वाहा इदं विष्णवेदं नमः ॐ भुव स्वाहा इदं अच्युताय इदं नमः ॐ स्वाहा इदं नारायणाय नमः ॐ भूर्भुव स्वाहा इदं अनन्ताय इदं नमः. Then Vaishnava home, offering of sarut to the Lord and his associates. Om Jnana-Timirandhasya Jnananjana-Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Swaham Gurave Dham Namama. Then Mahabhagavata hoti. Pancha Mahabhagavata. Om Vishaksenaya Swaha
Idam Vishaksenaya
Idam Namama Om Sanakaya Swaha Idam Sanakaya Idam Namama Om Sanatanaya Swaha Idam Sanatanaya Idam Namama Om Sanandaya Swaha Idam Sanandaya Idam Namama Om Sanat Kumaraya Swaha Idam Sanat Kumaraya Swaha Namama. Then Nava Jogendra hoti. Om Kabare Swaha Idam Kabedam Namama Om Kabare Swaha Idam Kabedam Namama Om Antarikshaya Swaha Idam Antarikshaya Idam Namama Om Prabhutaya Swaha Idam Prabhutaya Namama Om Pipalaya Swaha Idam Pipalanaya Swaha Namama Om Abhihatraya Swaha Idam Abhihatraya Namama Om Drumilaya Swaha Idam Drumilaya Idam Namama Om Chamasaya Swaha Idam Chamasaya Idam Namama Om Karabhajanaya Swaha Idam Karabhajanaya Idam Namama. Then Dasha Mahabhagavata hoti. Om Naradaya Swaha Idam Naradaya Idam Namama Om Kapilaya Swaha Idam Kapilaya Idam Namama Om Yama Bhagavataya Swaha Idam Yama Bhagavataya Idam Namama Om Bhishmadevaya Swaha Idam Bhishmadevaya Idam Namama ओम शुकदेवाय स्वाहा इदं शुकदेवाय इदं नमः ओम जनकाय स्वाहा इदं जनकाय इदं नमः ओम सदाशिवाय स्वाहा इदं सदाशिवाय इदं नमः ओम प्रहलादाय स्वाहा इदं प्रहलादाय इदं नमः ओम ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा इदं ब्रह्मणे इदं नमः ओम बलिराजाय स्वाहा इदं बलिराजाय इदं नमः ओम स्वयंभुवाय स्वाहा इदं स्वयंभुवाय इदं नमः ओम गरुडाय स्वाहा इदं गरुडाय इदं नमः ओम हनुमते स्वाहा इदं हनुमते इदं नमः ओम अम्बरीषाय स्वाहा इदं अम्बरीषाय इदं नमः ओम व्यासदेवाय स्वाहा इदं व्यासदेवाय इदं नमः ओम उद्धवाय स्वाहा इदं उद्धवाय इदं नमः ओम युधिष्ठिराय स्वाहा इदं युधिष्ठिराय इदं नमः ओम भीमाय स्वाहा इदं भीमाय इदं नमः ओम अर्जुनाय स्वाहा इदं अर्जुनाय इदं नमः ओम नकुलाय
हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण
कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण
हरे कृष्ण
कृष्ण कृष्ण
ओम अर्जुनाय स्वाहा इदं अर्जुनाय इदं नमः ओम नकुलाय स्वाहा इदं नकुलाय इदं नमः ओम सहदेवाय स्वाहा इदं सहदेवाय इदं नमः ओम विदुराय स्वाहा इदं विदुराय इदं नमः ओम विष्णुराताय स्वाहा इदं विष्णुराताय इदं नमः ओम विभीषणाय स्वाहा इदं विभीषणाय इदं नमः देन पंचतत्व आहुति ओम श्री कृष्ण चैतन्याय स्वाहा इदं गौराय इदं नमः ओम श्री नित्यानंदाय स्वाहा इदं नित्यानंदाय इदं नमः ओम श्री अद्वैताय स्वाहा इदं अद्वैताय इदं नमः ओम पंडित गदाधरादिभ्यः स्वाहा इदं पंडित गदाधरादिभ्यः स्वाहा नमः ओम श्रीवासादिभ्यः स्वाहा इदं श्रीवासादिभ्यः इदं नमः ओम श्री रूपाय स्वाहा इदं रूपाय इदं नमः ओम श्री सनातनाय स्वाहा इदं सनातनाय इदं नमः ओम भट्ट रघुनाथाय स्वाहा इदं भट्ट रघुनाथाय इदं नमः ओम श्री जीवाय स्वाहा इदं जीवाय इदं नमः ओम गोपाल भट्टाय स्वाहा इदं गोपाल भट्टाय इदं नमः ओम दास रघुनाथाय स्वाहा इदं दास रघुनाथाय इदं नमः ओम इस्कॉन ओम
इस्कॉन संस्थापकाचार्य स्वाहा
श्रील प्रभुपादाय स्वाहा
प्रभुपादाय स्वाहा
प्रभुपादाय इदं नमः
ओम श्रील श्रीपादाय स्वाहा
श्रीपादाय इदं नमः
ओम दीक्षा गुरवे स्वाहा इदं दीक्षा गुरवे स्वाहा ओम शिक्षा गुरुभ्यः स्वाहा इदं शिक्षा गुरुभ्यः स्वाहा श्री नवदीपे धामे स्वाहा इदं नवदीप धामे इदं नमः ओम मायापुर योगपीठाय स्वाहा इदं मायापुर योगपीठाय स्वाहा श्री कृष्ण प्रेयसी आहुति ओम अंतरंगाय स्वाहा इदं अंतरंगाय इदं नमः ओम पौर्णमास्यै स्वाहा इदं पौर्णमास्यै इदं नमः ओम पद्मायै स्वाहा इदं पद्मायै इदं नमः ओम महालक्ष्म्यै स्वाहा इदं महालक्ष्म्यै इदं नमः ओम गंगायै स्वाहा इदं गंगायै इदं नमः ओम यमुनायै स्वाहा इदं यमुनायै इदं नमः ओम सरस्वत्यै स्वाहा इदं सरस्वत्यै इदं नमः ओम गोप्यै स्वाहा इदं गोप्यै इदं नमः
हरे कृष्ण
कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम हरे राम
Now we'll start this Panchakarvashna. First we'll start by batting with the milk.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare
this should be done only by one person, no? Because too much, it will take long time. Only one person will do this. Om Apesha Samikete Vishata Soma Vrishya Baba Bhajasha
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Yoga Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare
श्रृंगार भट्ट के जो वर्तमान गोस्वामी हैं श्रील ध्रुव जी महाराज, वो भी हमारे जब हमारी संन्यास दीक्षा हुई थी तब हमारे गुरुदेव संन्यास गुरुदेव श्रील भक्ति किंकर सीधे स्वामी ने बताया कि जब संन्यास पूरा समापन हो रहा था तब ध्रुव जी महाराज पधारे, तब उन्होंने कहा कि साक्षात बलराम जी आए हैं तुम्हें
औषधि।
तो बलराम जी के रूप में हमारे नित्यानंद के ही स्वरूप है। हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्णा
कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
Hare Krishna
Om ya Oshadihi Purvachata Devabhya Sri Yoga
Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama.
Next is the Maha Aushadhi Snana. Second,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna
Abhashatta Vichasnata Hare
Rama Rama
Sharmayachataha.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Next will be Mangala Snana.
Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Pushpana Kundu Pushpa.
Krishna
Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama
बाकी जो सब लोग हैं ना बैठ जाइए, बिकॉज वी वांट टू, नहीं तो सब मिक्स हो जाएगा, मालूम नहीं पड़ेगा। दूसरी गोपाल प्रभु भी आगे, और कौन है? हाँ पीछे जाइए प्रभु जी, पीछे जाइए। ठीक है, और कहाँ से बेस्ट हो गया? अच्छा, नॉर्थ से कौन है? कर्नाल डिवोटी जगदानंद प्रभु। नॉर्थ से कौन है? हाँ है, चलो है। वो नाम बुलाने से पहले ही उधर पहुंच गए। ओके, चलिए ये एकदम प्राइसलेस पिक्चर भी रहेगा हमारे लिए, क्योंकि इट रिप्रेजेंट्स ऑल रीजन्स and most importantly the loving cake that is prepared for Maharaj. Vrindavan ka represent ho gaya. So this is a very special occasion, as you can see. अच्छा, एक मिनट महाराज।
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna. Now we are having Pushpabhishek. Hare
Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Sripad Sripad Sripad
Hare Krishna. Hare
Krishna Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna
Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Srila Sripada Maharaj 84th Avirbhav Mahotsav की
Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama.
सब लोग बैठ
Hare
जाइए,
Hare.
कृपा करके बैठ जाइए,
Hare
चलिए बैठ
Krishna.
जाइए,
Hare
बैठ
Krishna.
जाइए,
Krishna
माता जी लोग बैठ
Krishna.
जाइए,
Hare Hare.
सब लोग बैठ
Hare
जाइए।
Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare.
कमला माता जी
Hare Krishna.
जिन्होंने
Hare
ये
Krishna.
केक बनाया है।
Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare
कृष्णा एक इम्पोर्टेंट अनाउंसमेंट बहुत लोग बैज है महाराज का
हरे राम हरे
किसी को चाहिए वहाँ पर
राम
ले सकते हैं आप सुनील माता जी से
हरे कृष्णा
किसको चाहिए देखिए
कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा
हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम
महाराज
हरे राम
कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण कृष्ण गौरंग गौरंग
आवृत कालिंदिनी रे राजहंस किले कोरे हरे शोभे कनका वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम रतना मंदिर मनोहर तारा मध्ये हेमपीठ अष्टदले वेष्टित अष्टदले प्रधानना एका तारा मध्ये हेमपीठ अष्टदले वेष्टित अष्टदले प्रधानना तार मध्ये रत्नसाने बोशियाची दोई जाने श्याम संगे सुंदरी राधिका तारा मध्ये रत्नसाने बोशियाची दोई जाने श्याम संगे सुंदरी राधिका वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम रतना मंदिर मनोहर वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम रतना मंदिर मनोहर रूपलावण्य राशि आमी आपोळी छे खाशी हास्य परिहास संभाषणे रूपलावण्य राशि आमी आपोळी छे खाशी हास्य परिहास संभाषणे नरोत्तम दास कोय नित्य लीला सुख मोय सदाए स्फुरुख मोर माने नरोत्तम दास कोय नित्य लीला सुख मोय सदाए स्फुरुख मोर माने वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम रतना मंदिर मनोहर वृंदावन रम्य स्थान दिव्य चिंतामणि धाम रतना मंदिर मनोहर हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. There is one song called Anupama. Kunja Kutira. Kunja Kutira. Kusuma Sarovara Manasa Ganga. Kusuma Sarovara Manasa Ganga. Kusuma Sarovara Manasa Ganga. Kalindi Nandini Vipula Taranga. Kalindi Nandini Vipula Taranga. Shri Radhakund Tata Kunja Kutira. Vamshivata Gokula Dhira Samira. Vamshivata Gokula Dhira Samira. Vamshivata Gokula Dhira Samira. Vamshivata Gokula Dhira Samira. Vrindavana Taru Latika Kanira. Shri Radhakund Tata Kunja Kutira. Shri Radhakund Tata Kunja Kutira.
Yes, glorification of Srila Sripada. Glorification of Vaishnava is not appropriate for me. I am just insignificant his disciple. Actually, I met with Srila Sripada in Mandalay, Myanmar. Maybe in 1982, I was class 10. So as soon as I met him with Paramavishnu Swami, they are co-GBC of Myanmar at the time. They came for preaching to Myanmar. So before Guru Maharaj, I have heard His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaj came in Yangon, but I did not know. And then before Jayapataka Maharaj, that is very long ago, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur also came in Yangon, Myanmar. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was trying to establish one mud, one center in Yangon, but actually he did not establish them because at the time Myanmar situation was very worse. So no Vaishnavas are there. Mostly in Myanmar, Manipuri Vaishnavas are there. They settle in Mandalay, Myanmar. They are from Manipur descendants. So we are also the same family, Manipuri. So Sripada has, I have seen a lot of qualification of a Vaishnava, qualification of a spiritual master guru. So what I have learned from Sripada Maharaj, I don't know about he is a scientist because I'm not expert in science. That's why I don't know about him as a scientist. So I just learned from his simplicity, God. He is very simple, God. His wearing style is also very simple. His talking style also very simple. And he is dealing with different kinds of people in different levels. So he has opened his
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Obeisance to all the assembled devotees, God brothers and sisters from different parts of India and from different parts of, I think, from the world. It's a great pleasure for me to be here, because I was not thinking that I should go this year, because of the COVID and all these things. But immediately when we discussed that this is a very auspicious year, on which it is coincidence with Srila Prabhupada and Srila Sripada this days, and when all these devotees are deciding that it should be observed, then somehow Sripada has pulled us here today just to be part of this celebration of his 84th birth anniversary. So, actually I feel very much indebted by being brought me here in this stream of discussion consciousness. So personally I am from the same village that Maharaj. It is a very long story. Actually when we are in the school, it was when I was only class 6, Maharaj came to our school, because all the teachers that we are that we were being told, they are all his classmates. So we went to at the time we went to Calcutta University. Then our teachers are just from the village, they don't go there. So when they came, first time, actually in our class, that time this scanning was done in the school, hitting students, But the students are not very much, they're not able to give answer, then we are scanned by the teacher, we are beaten by the and one of our subject is at that time, English is 2, English 1 and English 2, In the English 2, we have grammar and composition, translation, composition, right here. And this, the teacher who taught us this composition, he was beating us because if we don't answer his question, then we will be getting this beating. So we are very much afraid. And on that day Maharaj came, that time was Damodar Singh, so he came. Then he just entered on the same class.
Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktisvarupa Damodar Swami Tamamani Namo Sadbhakta Maniye Manipura Jayasha Prabhupada Lahudvan Vyanajayate Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktisvarupa Swami Tamamani Namaste Saraswati Vangavami Tuchani Meru Sheha Sunavadi Pachai Dastana Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sadhadala Siva Hari Gaura Bhaktamanda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Puja Srila Sripada Samadhi on this auspicious occasion of 84th Vyasa Puja day. I am very happy to share my views the association of Guru Maharaj. So first
I met Guru Maharaj in 1982 in Hyderabad on Vagadi Day. I went to Hyderabad to become life member. Guru Maharaj, after becoming life member, I came out of the temple. Then Guru Maharaj was about to leave for Nagar Sankirtana. So I went there. I came out of the temple. Guru Maharaj was about to leave for Nagar Sankirtana. So Guru Maharaj was ready to leave. He said, Guru Maharaj sat in a van. He called me, asked me, gave me seat by the side of Guru Maharaj. I don't know why he called me. Some sannyasi called me, I thought. So I went there and did for Nagar Sankirtana for some time. After that we came to Hyderabad ISKCON temple. Then Guru Maharaj, that time I did for very little time for Vindhyamrita Seva for Guru Maharaj. Later that 1983 Janmashtami, my name was recommended for registration. So actually that time I was doing only 8 rounds japa, but temple person Mahaman Das, he asked me to take initiation. By leaving the Japmala, Guru Maharaj asked me to make some devotees. Because actually I have no qualification. I don't know even one sloka of Bhagavad Gita. I am not trained. My background is accounts background. But even then, because Guru Maharaj invests energy, Guru Maharaj actually planted the seeds. Guru Maharaj planted seeds. So I did only postman job. Who are having previous connection with Guru Maharaj, who are disciples of Guru Maharaj in previous life. Simply, whatever Guru Maharaj gave letters, I simply distribute them. They become all devotees. Not that I preached them. Actually, Guru Maharaj invested energy. So many instances.
Vandana. It is stated the glorification of the spiritual master we sing every day. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Samma Bandha Mui Savadana Mate. The lotus feet of the spiritual master are the abode of pure devotional service. I bow down to those lotus feet with great care and attention. My dear brother, my dear mind, it is to the grace of the spiritual master we cross over the material existence and thank Krishna. The teachings of the Guru Vandana is very relevant because we do our daily activity only by the mercy of the spiritual master. And to understand our practice of devotional service at the lotus feet of the spiritual master, for me it took many years to understand that all the mercy I am receiving is by the grace and the mercy of Sripad Bhaktisvarupa Damodar Swami. I was born in a there is this prayer Om Magyanati Manandasya Gyanam Gyana Salakaya Chaksorun Militam Yana Tasmashri Gurave Namaha. Because I was born in the darkness of ignorance, and the spiritual master has illuminated myself with the torchlight of knowledge. And it's a fact, and therefore I offer my respectful obeisances and lotus feet of such a spiritual master. The second shloka of Guru Vandana, make the teachings from lotus mouth of the spiritual master as wine in your heart and do not desire anything else. Attachment to the lotus feet of the spiritual master is the best means of spiritual advancement. By his grace, all desire for spiritual perfection are fulfilled. I was learning for many years how to practice those teachings of the Govardhana, I realized that before to come here in Radhakund, Shamakund, in Germany, I had to face many different challenges, and I'm very surprised that I'm here, and I was many times thinking,
जो गुरु महाराज का 84 ना 84 साल जन्मतिथि हम लोग पालन कर रहे हैं, तो इसमें इसको केंद्र करके थोड़ा बहुत गुरु महाराज का हम गुण कीर्तन करने की कोशिश करूँगा। गुरु महाराज का आशीर्वाद, प्रभुपाद महाराज के आशीर्वाद सूत्र को लेकर के, तो मैं गुरु महाराज प्रभुपाद महाराज के बरपुत्र उसको केंद्र करके कुछ बोलूँगा। प्रभुपाद महाराज के बरपुत्र जो कि हिज डिवाइन ग्रेस भक्ति स्वरूप दामोदर स्वामी श्रीपाद हमारे परम आराध्य गुरुदेव। बरपुत्र अर्थ, बरपुत्र का अर्थ है कि भगवान को प्रार्थना करके भगवान से आशीर्वाद प्राप्त किया हुआ संतान। जैसे हम लोग देखें, हमारा पूर्व आचार्य लोग समाज को और उनका मिशन व उनका शिक्षा प्रेरणा को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए भगवान के पास बहुत प्रार्थना किए हैं। प्रार्थना करके ऐसे संतान व ऐसा शिष्य प्राप्त किए जो शिष्य उनका मिशन को, उनका इच्छा को आगे बढ़ाए। उसको हम लोग समझे हैं बरपुत्र। जैसे हम लोग उदाहरण का माध्यम से समझे कि भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर, उन्होंने देखे हमारा भागवत धर्म व वैष्णव धर्म को प्रचार करने के लिए, क्योंकि उसका पहले यदि चैतन्य महाप्रभु हमारा
In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had predicted that पृथ्वीते आछे जत नगरादि ग्राम सर्वत्र प्रचार होइबे मोर नाम. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had preached throughout India, but he said in the future one Senapati Bhakta will come and he will take this Krishna consciousness movement to the rest of the world as well. And we all know, the whole world knows that Srila Prabhupada is that Senapati Bhakta. So Srila Prabhupada's mission was Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshtarini. So in order to carry out Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's prediction, Prithivite Ache Jatan Nagaradigram, first we have to defeat the Mayavadis, the Nirvishesha Shunyavadi, and preach in the Western countries. Because the entire world is influenced by the Western culture, Western philosophy. So Srila Prabhupada, he preached all over the world, he established many temples, but he found that even though temples are available, Hare Krishna centers are available to almost everyone. Today we can see almost every town and village has some preaching program. Not everyone is able to come to those centers. And especially those who are scientists.
I saw this Mataji who came walking in with a walking stick, very old, and she came, I was all alone here, and वो आए थे और दंडवत गुरु महाराज को किया, and बाहर आए थे, and she asked me, ये पूजा कब होगा? So I said 9th को माताजी. तो she said मैं तो उनका क्लासमेट हूँ. So मैंने बोला माताजी, can I record your whatever you're saying? And she agreed. So She said her name was Mangi Devi, and she was Guru Maharaj class fellow during college days. तो उन्होंने कॉलेज में साथ में किया था एंड इंटरमीडिएट में शायद, एंड उसके बाद गुरु महाराज साइंस में चले गए एंड शी वेंट ऑन टू डू हर ऑनर्स इन फिलोसफी. And she was saying how intelligent Guru Maharaj was, and he got the scholarship and he went abroad. And at the same time, she also got a scholarship and she went on to attain big positions in the government. So she, during the discussion, during the, whatever she was telling me, she mentioned 3 important points. One, she said, Guru Maharaj was very generous. The second point that she said, although he was my class fellow, although मैं उनके साथ पढ़ाई कर रही थी, मैंने देखा वो he was very
त्याक्त्यास दुष्ट्याज सुरभिष्ट राजलक्ष्मी धर्मिष्ठार्यवजस यदगादारण्यम माया मृगम दैत्यावेशिदम अन्वदाव वंदे महापुरुषते चरणारविंदम वाञ्छाकल्पतरोऽस्य कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Now all of you say, chant, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Known as sound, I think they have taken too much prasadam. Is that what it is? Hare Krishna. So all of you please kindly take your seat, so that in my flow there won't be any interference. So Hare Krishna. So today Srila Sripada Maharaj Avirbhav birthday celebration. He is 84 years ago. Srila Sripada appeared, took birth in Manipur, and in 2006 he departed from this world. I think he was quite young, 69 years old only. 72 is running here. So he was only 69. This 69, if you take in Satya Yuga, what is this 69 years old? And Dwapara Yuga is nothing. And Treta Yuga also is nothing. But in Kali Yuga is a big deal. Hare Krishna. आप लोग सब थोड़ा टाइम के लिए मुंह पे सिप डाल दीजिए, थोड़ा बात कम कीजिए और ज़्यादा सुन लीजिएगा, बात नहीं कीजिए. हरे कृष्णा बोलते रहता है, हिंदी में भी बोला, इंग्लिश में भी बोला.
Because you cannot be at the lotus feet. Srila Bhakti, my mind just went blank. Srup Damodar Maharaj, Srup Damodar Maharaj. Yeah. Hare Krishna. So to be at the feet of Bhaktisvarupa Damodar Maharaj means to be at the feet of Prabhupada. You cannot be at the feet. You look there, that photo. They are like welded together. Huh? The instrument in the hands of us with the scalpel of a doctor, that it has no separate will. It is just the instrument to do the job. You can see Maharaj, the mood, and Prabhupada is there. Huh? That is Maharaj. But that is not only thing. He is fixed like steel, but as soft as butter. Huh? I know the soft, the butter side very deeply. I joined in 75, and I was growing up in an atmosphere where America was really, after World War II, the industrial development and technology was just really kicking in, and I was raised in a...
From what Guru Maharaj gave, he could easily walk from science to spirituality and spirituality to science. శ్రీపాద్ మహారాజ్ గారి బుక్స్ ద్వారా కానీ మహారాజ్ గారి ప్రీచింగ్ ద్వారా కానీ సైన్స్ నుంచి ఆధ్యాత్మికతకి, ఆధ్యాత్మికత నుంచి సైన్స్కి మామూలుగా వెళ్ళిపోవడం అనేది జరుగుతుంది. బికాజ్ హీఈస్ బోత్ సైంటిస్ట్ అండ్ సెయింట్. ఎందుకంటే మహారాజ్ గారు ఒక సైంటిస్టు మరియు ఒక సెయింట్ కూడా, స్పిరిచువలిస్ట్ కూడా. నా దగ్గరకు వచ్చేటప్పటికి ఐ ఆమ్ నెయిదర్ ఎ సైంటిస్ట్ నార్ ఎ సెయింట్. ఇఫ్ ఐ వాంట్ టు వాక్ లైక్ హిమ్, then I have to become like him as a scientist, and I should also develop saintly qualities like him. నేను కనుక మహారాజ్ గారి ప్రచారం చేయాలని అనుకుంటే నేను మహారాజ్ గారిలాగా సైంటిస్ట్ అవ్వాలి, నేను మహారాజ్ గారిలాగా సెయింట్లీ క్వాలిటీస్ తెచ్చుకోవాలి. సో సైంటిస్ట్ తరఫు నుంచి క్వాలిటీస్ కొంతవరకు నేను తెచ్చుకున్నాను. I have developed my qualities to certain extent as a scientist, but the saintly and the spiritual qualities and the realization is still pending. So this responsibility Srila Sripada has given to me is actually making me realize how my god brothers and god sisters are very nice servants of Guru Maharaj at Vijayawada. They have so much love for Guru Maharaj, and they are ready to do anything, whatever we request them. So this simplicity, this humility of my god brothers and god sisters are actually making me develop these saintly qualities. Guru Maharaj garu ee BI Vijayawada seva ద్వారా నా యొక్క గురు భాయిలు మరియు గురు బెహన్లతో వాళ్ళలో ఉన్న దైన్యభావము మరియు వాళ్ళలో ఉన్న సింప్లిసిటీ ద్వారాను గురుకృష్ణ సేవకి వాళ్ళు ఏమన్నా చేద్దాం అనే తత్పరతను వాళ్ళ నుంచి తెచ్చుకొని నేను కూడా మహారాజ్ గారికి ఈ విధంగా సేవ చేద్దాం అనుకుంటున్నాను. The most important thing what I am realizing every day is Srila Sripada is like Paramatma to me.
So in Bhagavad Gita 4.7 and 8, Krishna explained that whenever, wherever in my creation, if there is any discrepancy, then I myself or my representative will appear and destroy that unwanted elements. Adharma, I establish the dharma and destroy adharma and adharma creators. Then more than that, Krishna and his representative appear for the purpose of elevate or for the purpose of give the liberation to fallen souls. తెలుగులో భగవంతుడు భగవద్గీతలో చెప్తున్నాడు 4.7 and 8లో. మనందరికీ ఆల్రెడీ అది చదువుకున్నాము జూమ్లో. భగవంతుడు ఎందుకు అవతరిస్తాడు? ఎక్కడెక్కడ ఎప్పుడెప్పుడు అధర్మం అయితే పెరుగుతుందో అక్కడ అధర్మాన్ని సంవరించాలంటే దాన్ని పెంచేటువంటి రాక్షస ప్రవృత్తి కలవారు ఉన్నారో వాళ్ళని సంవరిస్తాడు. సో ఎప్పుడైతే రాక్షసులు చనిపోతారో ధర్మాత్ములు ధర్మాన్ని ఆటోమేటిక్గా ఎస్టాబ్లిష్ చేస్తారు. దానికంటే కూడా భగవంతుడు అవతరించడానికి కారణం ఏంటంటే తన శుద్ధ భక్తులకు వాళ్ళు ఎప్పుడూ నిరంతరం భగవంతుని మచ్చిత్త మద్గత ప్రాణయంత బోధయంత పరస్పరం कथा ఎంతశ్యమాం నిత్యం తుషంతి చ రమంతి చ. हम लोग सुबह से कर रहे हैं वही हैं. సో మనం ఎప్పుడు కూడా పొద్దున్న నుంచి కథ हम लोग we assemble here and we are discussing about the pure devotee. So Krishna wanted that. More than that, if those who are discussing about him, suppose here Krishna Katha is going on, so this beside this building is pure devotees Katha is going on. The Krishna wanted to hear that only instead of his Katha.
Let me thank the Samadhi committee for doing the wonderful presentation of all the programs on Zoom, and we feel indeed blessed, especially Shamchandar Prabhu. You have worked hard. Thank you very much for all this and giving us an opportunity. And I know the time is very short, but I've got lots to speak, but I'll try to condense it, because yesterday our Abhijit Prabhu and Achintya Rukmini Mataji spoke, and I had caught some thread from that. And because she spoke something about Mataji's, Sripad's relation and how he saw Mataji's and Prabhuji's equally. And as far as Abhijit Prabhu was concerned, he spoke something that how Sripad had the capacity, he was a Shuddha Bhakta, pure devotee, that he could tackle with each category and section of people as per how they can be utilized in the scientific mission. So I have some experience in these things also, but unfortunately I will not be able to cover, because I share a dual association with Sripad Guru Maharaj. One is as a female disciple since 1994 July 5th, and the other one is the responsibility he has given for his Bhaktivedanta Institute. So there are 12. So as far as Mataji is concerned, I must say that the relation which I shared was right from day one. I was just introduced, and the same day he accepted me as his disciple. I didn't, though I took shelter in 97. He just told me, I'm having still the recording. It was in B.I. Juhu conference room. I was introduced by Mukund Madhavadas. That time he told, I'm having female disciples who are professional architects in Iran. And he just accepted that way. Okay. And second point is, I want to say that I think one of the Prabhu spoke about, he was like a steel and all. And one message, one instruction, solid instruction he has given me for this BI, one of the qualities, if we see Sripad's life, and somehow he has always spoken to me about how he managed the scientific preaching and how he tackled the problems in the society and how he tackled the problems which he dealt with, whatever, with, some backbiting and everything. He just gave that how Arjuna always focused on the eyes of the fish, and target was always that. And this is precisely the instruction he has given me. That was a very long talk. Maybe some other day I can share on that. That he practically told me what is this determination, what is control of mind, what is control of senses, And there are, because there are some seva he has given me, wherein it appears it is in the Prabhuji's domain. To the extent he has told me I should cultivate college students for BI. He told me, give me Jaganmohini 4-5 students and you cultivate them. This is August 2004. Okay, so I'm not dwelling on those things. Now I come to the responsibility he has given me for the Bhaktivedanta Institute. Here I'm talking about the Mumbai Center. The BI Center of Sripad is Institute of Science and Religion. So I'm just sharing some of our sevas this year, and where I found Sripad's solid help, in the sense, in 2001 he had told me, Jaganmohini, you don't need anybody, I'm with you, because there were some issues at that time. I didn't realize, but I find over a period of time, especially after Sripad's departure, whenever I needed him or whenever I was either isolated or I struggled, resources or many other things, he came to my rescue. To the extent, even if something somebody has told me, he'll come to my rescue, and it goes on till today. And that is what during last 1 year, the seva that I did, I mean, I'll be just sharing it briefly, and where all he came to the rescue. So I'm just giving a brief thing. I'm sharing to Guru Maharaj about my seva within a short time. Guru Maharaj, your Vyasa Puja comes towards the end of the year. This gives us an opportunity to submit to your divine grace our sevas offered during the year for your scrutiny and minute guidance to improve and progress further in the following year. So in the process, we are able to meditate on your divine qualities, your divine instructions, and your glorious service to Srila Prabhupada. So this guides us to examine self for limitations, incompetency, and accept humbly our position as insignificant servant of your lotus feet. So here, by your divine grace service to Srila Prabhupada, this had been a major inspiration for me in the midst of odds. Besides, your encouraging instruction to remain focused on serving your mission has once again motivated us to serve your instruction in the midst of COVID and various other challenges. Today, for your pleasure, I'm sharing some of our humble seva. So the beginning of the year was a very sad note when my father suddenly became bedridden. And he has been one of my strongest biological pillar of my life to support in Krishna consciousness. And it so happened at that time when I got the news from Shyam Chandra Prabhu, he's my godbrother as well as biological brother, I was just about to present a paper. This is for a higher education forum of which I'm an active member of academician. So there was a theme on post-COVID world, how the academic landscape would change. So I was presenting on the perspectives from new paradigm on a balanced education. Just maybe 5 minutes before my turn was coming, I got the news that anytime he would leave his body. I was just in tears and I didn't know what to do. Should I give up? Then Prabhuji said, no, keep calm, keep calm. Then I just kept Guru Maharaj photo. I said, Sripad, give me strength, give me strength. What should I do? One side I have your seva and one side I have another pillar, who is in deathbed. Like. So somehow I just regained confidence and I spoke, and it was a Zoom virtual international conference, and immediately I left to meet my father. And then in a week's time, I was again invited to speak on science and religion for senior scholars. And these two seva were, I was in anxiety. Anytime my daddy would leave, anytime. And this anxiety that I underwent, at the same time I could do whatever for the place Sripad, I was so much convinced that he kept me so much grounded. I was just thinking about all his instructions, and then I just sailed through. So this was one thing. And then a few days after my father expired, another good news I got was there is a Association of Indian Universities. They have a prestigious journal and had submitted an article last year for a special issue on national education policy, and that got published, and it was released in a Vice Chancellor conclave in the month of February 2021. And this also I gave complete credit to Guru Maharaj. So these two were the important thing, and I was the only NGO whose article was penned. Rest all were either vice chancellors or faculties and all campus news it was. And then during Tirubau, the intellectual forums of Northeast India, they organized a special international conference on your divine grace, that is remembering Dr. T.D. Singh. There were vice chancellors from Northeast universities who honored Guru Maharaj. And during that time, I got an opportunity to speak for 45 minutes on the topic, Dr. T.D. Singh, the Peace Ambassador from Manipur, reflections and lessons from his journey. So this was another, it was appreciated. I received a call. Ishan Prabhu, my godbrother, had arranged, and they're working hard in the Northeast area to do something, Guru Maharaj, for your intellectual preaching. And the same day, ISR also launched foundation course on mental wellness, and this was offered at Sri Radhakund at your lotus feet by Shyam Chandra Prabhu. In fact, this particular course, I must say, it's outcome of two things. Whatever instructions I received from Guru Maharaj on how exactly for scientific or any at intellectual level or anything we want to achieve some target in life. What is the meaning of controlling the mind? What is the meaning of controlling the sense? What is the meaning of keeping your mind focused in the target, irrespective of anybody talks anything behind? And this is exact instructions he gave me, that Jaganmohini, let anybody talk anything. You have to just follow my instructions and just follow my guidance and follow me directly. And he spoke about his own life, and this is all recorded, right? So I reflected on this considering the pandemic situation, and we consulted academicians, and we did some analysis of sample data comprising the challenges faced by student and faculty of academic community during ongoing pandemic. So this course has been crafted by consulting academicians, and plus we have academic board for the course. Some of my BI godbrothers are there. And then this has been done, and there are 5 expert facilitators, including ISR members, who is offering this course. So this was. Now, next one was a publication. This publication, The Dawn of New Science, Rebuilding Science for Humanity. This was released at your lotus feet, Gurudev, by Shyam Chandra Prabhu. I could not make it because you had told me in 2003 when I was in Fiji Island, Jaganmohini, you should not travel when there was SARS bird flu in Singapore and Southeast Asia, and we were staying at that time in Fiji Island. So you had made it very clear to me that I should not travel. So I just kept up. I said I don't want to take the risk, and we have not traveled. So it was offered today, and this is based on reflections of your dialogue with Noble Laureate. And this is our humble effort because Gurudev had requested me that I should write small books for the young students and academicians to understand how science and spirituality are connected. He specifically said that by default, many of them have no idea of the non-dialectic connection, interconnectedness and intercorporation between this. So he told me just take thematic areas and small books to write. So this is just a first humble attempt for us. This is basically focused on broader of his dialogue, and sometimes I'm deliberating on critical issues. And the foreword is given by Dr. Vijay Bhatkar. It was to be released last year, but we could not print it out, so that we have done. And this particular seva was challenging in the sense, this seva is going on since 2017, when I had a greatest health setback. I was bedridden for 6 months. At that time, Sripad's dialogue started coming, reflecting on us. And then I had just submitted, I had just presented a paper on his dialogue, and something went that I should do something. And then I went to Manipur. We were staying 2 years, I mean, on and off at Veera Prabhu's house. It was so peaceful, and this particular book evolved at that time. And by 2020, the draft was ready. And seeing the situation of this COVID that paralyzed the world, that circumstances further catalyzed to become more thoughtful and practical about the utility of new science. So here, and besides, around this time, Sripad came on my dream, and he told me, Jaganmohini, you can, this new science, it is also prospective science. So you write that it can also be called as prospective science. So that also I've just made a passing thing. So basically, I was so much charged because of Sripad's book. I never thought it will be released. There was so much complications with online designing, but somehow we made it. And then tomorrow, day after, I'm having one interfaith national seminar. It is organized by Seeds of Peace India chapter under the aegis of United States State Department and United States Consulate General, Mumbai. So I'll be speaking on uniting faiths, respecting the difference based on the teachings of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So I seek his blessings for this. So as per Sripad's instructions, whatever we are trying to follow, and we hope you are pleased with us and give us the required strength and resources so that ISR can publish small, simple books, and kindly bless all the ISR members whom you have instructed to serve the ISR mission. And after a long gap, we are offering our service for the upcoming ASSQ conference. Give us direction and kindly continue to guide us to fulfill your desires for ISR, and whatever service you have given me for the All India Bhaktivedanta Institute, kindly bless us, and every servant who are offering your services, kindly bless all of them. I thank you, and I think Subhasham wanted to talk, but it appears there is no time. I'm winding up here.
I would like to mention his two qualities more. It was early 1988, and one day my son, my 1.5-year-old son, and I were climbing up the stairs of Krishna Balaram guest house. Suddenly I met Guru Maharaj, who was coming down the stairs along with Mishra Ji and other devotee. They were on their way going to some place, but as soon as Maharaj saw us, very excitedly said, "Oh, you are here, come to my room." At that time I was not reinitiated by Guru Maharaj, but he knew me through my late husband and Atra Rishi Prabhu. Guru Maharaj cancelled his engagement and invited us to his room. He was asking about our well-being, talking and playing with my son Sudama. He gave us Mahaprasad and asked Mishra Ji to take our picture. Then Maharaj said, "Mostly I am traveling, but if there is anything that you need anytime, you should write me to this address." The address was Airport Road, ISKCON, Imphal, Manipur. Then Maharaj added, "Even if I am not there, devotees will hand over the letter to me." I was going through a very difficult time and circumstances at that point of my life. Being a widow with a small child and living in a foreign country. Practically, I was feeling helpless, with no shelter that I needed most, and no one wanted to take our responsibility. But Guru Maharaj, but his causeless mercy and compassion, willingly wanted to give us a shelter. And by doing so, Maharaj opened another hope in my life. I was and still am very impressed by this quality of compassion and causeless mercy of Guru Maharaj. Another quality of Guru Maharaj that I am very much impressed, and also it's recognized by all the devotees, is Maharaj's obedience and dedication to Srila Prabhupada and his instructions. After meeting Srila Prabhupada for the first time, Guru Maharaj surrendered himself fully to Srila Prabhupada till the last minute of his life. For the first time, Guru Maharaj,
Dear most Srila Sripad, please accept my respectful and humble obeisances at your divine lotus feet. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to your divine grace. Your grace glorious birth in the land of Manipur on this most auspicious day of Odan Shashti brought the good fortune and auspiciousness not only to the land of Manipur but also to the entire world. The Lord of the universe gifted you to this world for a mission and different purposes. The mission was to be an instrument in the hand of Srila Prabhupada and partake in his divine preaching mission, spreading the knowledge of Krishna consciousness through scientific language to the misguided students and the intellectuals of the world. And one of the purposes was to re-establish the Vaishnavism in the land of Manipur. Your childhood life journey describes that you were not affected by the disappointments, else they strengthened you, and as Lord destined, it gave you fortitude to reach your destiny. You accepted all conditions in your life and were not disturbed by the unfortunate events, as you were aware that it was all designated by the Supreme Lord of the universe. Your life lesson teaches us that in every situation and condition, you remained always humble, tolerant, peaceful, happy, and devoted yourself in executing the services that entrusted to you by your beloved spiritual father, Srila Prabhupada. Lord Krishna personally took charge of your life and guided you towards your spiritual master and handed you to the loving care and attention of His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. Hence, by the mercy and blessings of Srila Prabhupada, your mission started, grew, and flourished. On January 30, 1977, in Bhubaneswar, Srila Prabhupada told you, "Make Manipur a big, nice center of Vaishnav. You are descendants of Babruvan. There is no doubt about it. Vaishnav Raja. Make Manipur a strong center of Krishna, and it will be easily done. Strong Vaishnava center, Kshatriya. I would like to see the
small humble offering written on this auspicious occasion of Guru Maharaj's 84th Vyasa Puja day. So I just read what I written. Dear beloved Guru Maharaj, please accept my most respectful obeisances at your lotus feet. Guru Maharaj, with your divine sanction, kindly allow me to read the excerpts from the book Sri Guru Vandana, the worship of Sri Guru, the meaning of Vyasa Puja, the real Vyasa Puja by His Holiness Radhakund Swami Maharaj. In his purport, Srila Prabhupada writes, Nityananda Prabhu arranged for the Vyasa Puja of the Lord. Since Vyasadeva is the original Guru, spiritual master of all who follow the Vedic principles, worship of the spiritual master through the agency of Vyasadeva is called Vyasa Puja. Sri Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Maharaja introduced the ceremony of Vyasa Puja in our line on his 50th birthday. From that day, every year it has been going on. On his 52nd birth anniversary, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada Maharaja gave a lecture on Srimad Bhagavatam, describing the meaning of Vyasa Puja. He said, Vyasa Puja means the puja of all Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas. From this statement, we can understand the purport of Vyasa Puja. It is not only the puja of Vyasadeva or of Krishna or of Gaurasundar or of Guru. That is not real Vyasa Puja. Vyasa Puja means the puja of all pure Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas. That is real Vyasa Puja. In this Bhakti Vinoda Dhara, we find a mantra for Vyasa Puja. Sri Damodara Swarupa, Sri Rupa, Sri Sanadana, Sri Raghunatha, Sri Jiva, Bhatta Yuga, Sri Krishna Dasa Kavirajadi, Srimad Bhakti Vinoda, Srimad Gaura Kishora Dasa, Srimad Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, Srimad Bhakti Vedanta Swami, Padarika, Sarvebhyo Gurave Namaha. I offer my obeisances to the footprints of all the Gurus, Srila Rupa Damodar Goswami, Srila Rupa Goswami, Srila Sanadana Goswami, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, Srila Jiva Goswami, Srila Gopal Bhatta Goswami, Srila Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, the devotees beginning with Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj, Srila Bhakti Vinoda Thakur, Srila Gaurakrishna Das Babaji, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati, and Srila A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. Vyasa Puja means the worship of all of these Gaudiya Vaishnava Acharyas. So Guru Maharaj, since your divine grace also coming down through the above parampara, it is my sukriti that I also get a chance to worship your divine lotus feet on this day. Neither I am qualified to glorify your divine grace, nor can I express your unfathomable glories in appropriate words, phrase and sentences. Guru Maharaj, you are one of the jewel, I would say Zamandaka jewel among the disciples of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada writes in Bhagavad Gita that among the stars, moon represents Krishna. So to say, why we need many moons? one moon is enough to dissipate the darkness in the night.
That the qualities of a sadhu are titikshava. They are to be tolerant. He who is extremely tolerant, the level of forbearance is extremely high. Karunika, he is very, very kind and compassionate and merciful. And Suhrida Sarvadehinam, he is an ever well-wishing friend, a dear friend for all living beings. And Ajata Shatrava, there may be those who see him as enemy, but he will never see anybody as enemy. Like Yudhishthir Maharaj. Duryodhan saw Yudhishthir Maharaj as an enemy, but Yudhishthir Maharaj is described as Ajata Shatru, which means he never saw any enemy in any direction because he saw Krishna in the hearts of all living beings. And Ajata Shatrava Shanta. Shanta means peaceful. Even at the times of the most agitating, irritating, provoking, vulnerable situations, the sadhu is someone who's always peaceful, remembering Sri Krishna. When we see these qualities put together, we can see the very beautiful smiling lotus face of Sripad Bhaktisvarupa Damodar Maharaj. Always forbearant against all oppositions, tolerating all inconveniences, being a senior disciple of Srila Prabhupada, a PhD, experienced scholar, not just materially, spiritually, the knower of the essence of all Shastra, a Pandit himself. So sweet as a sadhu, so approachable, so relatable, so deep in his realization, eternally residing on the banks of Radhakund as an associate of Radha and Krishna, always tolerating everything, always having mercy on everyone, accepting disciples and followers and people like me, irrespective of the shortcomings and mistakes and bad samskars from past life, still accepting and lovingly giving attention and grace, never seeing anybody as an enemy, ever well-wishing friend to all, always utilizing his time, having wonderful relationships even with those outside the institution, outside ISKCON, wonderful relationship with sadhus in the Gaudiya Math, wonderful relationship even with those outside the Sampradaya, the Gaudiya Sampradaya, and wonderful relationship even with those outside the Vaishnav line, and wonderful relationship even with those outside the spiritual circle, even someone who's an atheist, seeing Krishna residing in the heart of all living beings, animals, tree, vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gavihastini, shuni chaiva shvapake cha pandita samadarshina. Very great quality of a Vaishnav. Always absorbed in kirtan. We can see all the
तगड़े तगड़ी घन धा धा तीन तगड़े तगड़ी घन जटा तटा असंभ्रम भ्रमं नीली पानी झानी बिलोला बीची बल्हारी विराजमान मूर्धनि धागत 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 ज्वाला ललाट पाट पावके किशोर चंद्रशेखर रातिपति केणं मम जय तत्व विभ्रमोज गाव स्वैनि गाव क्राम घोरत कराळ भाल अव्य बाट जल दिमि 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 ध्वन मृदंग तुंग मंगल ध्वनि क्रम प्रवर्तित प्रचंड तांडव शिव नमामि पार्वती पति नमामि जानवी पति नमामि चंद्रशेखर नमामि रक्तलोचन नमामि भक्तवत्सल नमामि दुःखमोचन तदीयं पादपङ्कज स्मरामि महेश्वर हरि गिड़ गुडितक नरि गिड़ गुडितक नादौत विरवीग दिगंबर शंकर रूप भया दिगि दिगि केश तांडव त्रिशूलधर बाजेकु डीजेकु झन झनता दिग झनता ताक धै कितक ताक धै कितक कितक थे कितक थे तद्दी थे दिद्दी थे दत्तक दित्ता तधी तधित्ता किणा धीता कितक थम दिगुतक पंचमकी शरद भूर शंकर नंदी वाहन नागभूषण रूप भयंकर ठीक झनक झन जम्बू दीपक झंपट लटक तक्का थे दिनगड़ता तंगी गिटक धै धैता दिनगड़ता तंगी गिटक धै धैता दिनगड़ता तंगी गिटक थे
गरुड़ गमन तव चरण कमल निगमन तिलक तुम नित्यम् गरुड़ गमन तव चरण कमल निगमन तिलक तुम नित्यम् तिलक तुम नित्यम् मम पापमपा गुरुदेव मम पापमपा गुरुदेव मम पापमपा गुरुदेव मम पापमपा गुरुदेव जल जनयन विधिन बुद्धिहरण मुख विबुध विनुत पद पद्मा जल जनयन विधिन बुद्धिहरण मुख विबुध विनुत पद पद्मा विबुध विनुत पद पद्मा मम पापमपा गुरुदेव मम पापमपा गुरुदेव मम पापमपा गुरुदेव मम पापमपा गुरुदेव भुजगशयन भव मदन जनक मम जनगण रण भयहारी भुजगशयन भव मदन जनक मम जनन मरण भयहारी जनन मरण भयहारी मम पापमपा गुरुदेव मम पापमपा गुरुदेव मम पापमपा गुरुदेव मम पापमपा गुरुदेव संघचक्रधर दुष्ट दैत्य हर सर्वलोक शरणा संघचक्रधर दुष्ट दैत्य हर सर्वलोक शरणा सर्वलोक शरणा मम पापमपा गुरुदेव मम पापमपा गुरुदेव मम पापमपा गुरुदेव मम पापमपा गुरुदेव अगणित गुण गण चरण चरण दवि दलित सुरहि पुजाना अगणित गुण गण चरण चरण दवि दलित सुरहि पुजाना विदलित सुरहि पुजाना मम पापमपा गुरुदेव मम पापमपा गुरुदेव मम पापमपा गुरुदेव मम पापमपा गुरुदेव भूरि करुणया पाहि भारती तीर्थम् भक्तवर्यमिह भूरि करुणया पाहि भारती तीर्थम् पाहि भारती तीर्थम् ममता गुरुदेव ममता गुरुदेव ममता गुरुदेव ममता गुरुदेव करुण गमन तव चरण कमल निगमन तिलक तुम मनेत्रम् करुण गमन तव चरण कमल निगमन तिलक तुम मनेत्रम् तिलक तुम मनेत्रम् ममता गुरुदेव ममता गुरुदेव ममता गुरुदेव ममता गुरुदेव ममता गुरुदेव ममता गुरुदेव
Hari Bol. Before you all go away, I just wanted to thank few people. Hari Bol. Can you just pay attention here? 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. I wanted to wholeheartedly thank few people because everybody has done such a lot of work to make this event successful. So first and foremost, I think we should thank and applaud Sukhdev Prabhu for working day and night complete for last 1 month to ensure that he's not seen at all because he's a behind the scene worker. He has worked so hard that because of his hard work we are seeing all this manifesting. So please give a big round of applause for Sukhdev Prabhu first of all. Next, I would like to thank the sannyasis, His Holiness Bhaktisvarupa Govind Swami Maharaj, His Holiness Bhaktisvarupa Vrajapati Swami Maharaj, His Holiness Bhaktisvarupa Rajendra Swami Maharaj, because they inspired and they empowered me. They gave me a lot of freedom to work to ensure that this program which we are conducting is going to be a grand success. I just wanted to inform you when this is announced that we are going to install. We were not even clear whether the installation will take place or not because of the COVID danger. There was a suggestion that we should postpone it to next year. But it was a combined decision. We decided that we will do it this time because the situation in India was getting better. And for 2 years, Maharaj's Murti is lying in the store, so which is not a good sign. So based on that, a decision was taken that we should do the Prana Pratishtha of the Murti. Maharaj must manifest in the Ashtadhatu form. And what more day than today, because today the English calendar and the Vedic calendar are completely mirroring 1937 when Maharaj was born. So this is a clear divine message to all of us that it has to be installed today only. So thanks to all this, Vani which we got from Guru Maharaj, this particular installation of the deity took place today. I really wanted to thank all the committee members. Okay, I wanted to thank, I don't want to single out anybody, but everything to Srila Sripada, that may we all stay connected, united as a family. May this family keep growing bigger and bigger so that we all are able to serve as a tool to please him. That is the only goal, only to please Srila Sripada Maharaj. So Srila Sripada Maharaj ki! Thank you very much.
बिफोर क्लोजिंग दिस, एक ख़त्म करने के पहले मैं श्यामचंद्र प्रभु जी का बहुत आभारी हूँ, बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूँ, क्योंकि आज जो भी प्रोग्राम हुआ है, हमारा बहुत सारे मीटिंग्स हुआ है पिछले 1.5 महीने में, और हर मीटिंग का जो भी अंतिम लक्ष्य है हमारा श्यामचंद्र प्रभु जी की वजह से हुआ है. ऑफ कोर्स गुरु महाराज है, उसमें कोई शक नहीं है, बट वो उनसे कराने के लिए हम लोग सब लोग हैं, वी आर ऑल इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स ओनली. तो श्यामचंद्र प्रभु ने बहुत नाइसली उस मीटिंग्स का मिनट्स एंड देन क्या करना है, क्या नहीं करना है, आगे क्या करना है, और मतलब जो गिफ्ट है सब एवरीथिंग. सो श्यामचंद्र प्रभु जी ने बहुत सुंदर की तरीके से किया है. वेरी ब्यूटीफुल. थैंक यू सो मच प्रभु जी, थैंक यू सो मच.
सो
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare